I'm here with Amy and Maggie from THiNKERTHEMER.
Hello.
Really excited to get to meet you guys. Thanks so much for coming out.
Yeah.
And we wanted to get to know some content creators, so we're asking 10 questions.
Okay.
These are going to be questions off the fly. You've had no time to prepare.
No time to prepare. Yeah.
So,
no idea what's coming.
really nice to see you here at Gen Con. First question, and either one of you can answer the question.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
Where do you like to game?
Like location? Location.
Living
Where?
room, cottage, beach?
At our board game table.
Yeah, that's the most comfortable.
Yeah, that's the most comfortable place. It's, everything's within reach. I like the comfort of my own home. I get stressed out if we play outdoors where there's wind and your cards go flying.
Bugs landing on them.
And bugs, or someone has a drink nearby. No.
You play at work though sometimes. Like you introduce a lot of games to your to colleagues and stuff.
Yeah, I like party games in an office environment. That's fun, just to break up the day. But
no,
mostly
definitely the gaming table.
We're homebodies as well. So.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the best way to game. Do you guys prefer bidding or card drafting?
Definitely card drafting.
Card drafting.
Yeah.
Okay, you're both on the same team.
Bidding games usually. Yeah.
Now, have you guys designed a game before?
No.
If you were to design a game, what mechanism would you use?
Trick taking.
Yes.
Probably.
Have you played ARCs?
Yes.
And did you love it?
Yes, we do love it a lot. We played the early prototype. We haven't yet had a chance to play the final, but it looks amazing, and I can't wait to play the campaign.
Oh, so good. Yeah. You almost have to get to know the base before you can move on, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my understanding. Yeah.
Fantastic. So you can't pick each other for this one.
Okay.
But who do you love board gaming with, other than each other?
I wasn't going to pick her. No.
I think some of my friends that are very expressive and they get really into the theme. Obviously, I'm a bit biased, but I just love when they're like, "Oh no, what am I gonna do?" Like when they get really into it.
Okay.
So I'd say friends.
Hardcore board gaming.
No, not even. No.
Not.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's the beauty in it is when they sit down and they're so into the theme, so they're like, oh, we get to be bunnies or whatever it is. But it's like you can see that light switch go on and they're into the game. You're like, yeah, I've got you now. You're playing a board game.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, if you could introduce a board game to, let's say, Taylor Swift and Hugh Jackman, and play with those two players, what game would you introduce them to?
That's hard. Because I guess it depends on how much time you have with them. Like, are you stuck in a cabin for a weekend?
2 hours.
2 hours. I think I'd be too distracted. I just want to be asking them too many questions. So I probably woun't want anything that I'd have to talk too much and teach for too long.
I think they'd both be themers though.
Yeah. They'd want to get into some kind of story and
something
understand
to immerse them.
what's my motivation. And
Hopefully it's not being Wolverine and slicing cards.
No.
I could picture Hard Rock 1977 being a favorite with both of them.
Possibly, yeah. I can see them getting into that. Yeah. I'm glad that you picked it. I'm like, I can't think of it.
What's your favorite game from pre-2000? It's got to be old.
Favorite game from pre-2000?
Ish.
When was Feast? Feast is definitely after.
Piece of Own? Yeah, that one's a little later, unfortunately. That's a solid choice.
Yeah. What would be innovation? Innovation be pre-2000?
Yeah, that might be.
No.
Could be, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We were pretty late to the hobby, I feel. So
yeah, we came into the hobby in 2014, 2015. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the older
and
one
we're
would
terrible with dates as well, as you can tell, because we're like, I don't know, what?
Well, I should introduce you to Diplomacy sometime.
Oh.
Super old, and you will stab each other to death, and it's great. But it takes 7 players ideally. So
7 players.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Never played it.
Now, if you could pick a theme song for the board game Catan, what would the song be?
Oh my goodness. A theme song for Catan.
Wheat theme, sheep theme.
Yeah, I don't know. It would have to be, I would pick something kind of not medievally, but when you have those villages and so it sort of evokes
like a Renaissance flair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it evokes the sort of greenery and
not the intense trading.
There's trading, but it's like village trading
where it gets really intense.
Yeah. So I don't. Very bad at this quiz. Sorry.
No, you're doing incredibly.
This is the worst.
No, this is an easy one. Your desert island game. It's the only game you'll ever play until you get rescued, which could be never. What's What's it going to be?
Probably Feast for Odin.
Yeah.
For us.
Oh,
I can see
wow.
how annoying it would be, like getting all the sand all over the
Yes.
pieces. But it's
Yeah.
like,
You could like chop a tree down to use the stump for the board.
Yeah. Because that's the kind of game that I feel like
so many
you can play.
strategies.
Yeah. Just explore endlessly and like play over and over again.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Feast for
Maybe
Odin.
block us, and then Maggie would like
No.
stay on her side of the
I will
island.
figure out a way out of that island so
Yeah,
quickly.
you'll find a way home.
Yeah. I mean, like, I
Wow.
have built some, incredible raft just so that I don't have to play.
See, I'm leaning towards something with a giant rulebook so I could use the paper to burn for a fire.
yeah.
Or potentially something that has like a survival manual in it.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more practical but not
Yeah.
as much fun.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
taken Friday, the solo
That's
game,
fun,
to
yeah.
to the beach, and then you're like playing it with that background. But I like to be able to leave
I feel like
it
that would be
behind.
less fun in the actual
Yeah, it's more
survival.
triggering than anything. Where you're like,
Right.
I am actually living this. This is
I am starving.
Yeah.
Now, when you play, who predominantly wins? Who predominantly loses?
Oh,
Depends
Amy.
on if we're like recording. If we're recording, Maggie wins all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
aside from
like, do you
that-
let her win, or is this?
No, it's the stress of being on camera.
Gotcha.
And I think it's a combination of the stress, and for me, I'm more of an instinctive player, so I play really quickly and I don't optimize. Whereas when we're playing on camera, I'm having to stop and think and talk through everything that I'm doing, so I actually become more
Strategic.
deliberate and more strategic, and so I think that's the.
And I play less strategic.
Yeah, you're
because I don't
like,
want to hold it up. Don't
yeah,
want to get
yeah,
AP.
yeah.
But
One last question. This is the hardest of all.
Oh boy.
What is your favorite board gaming memory? A really meaningful moment.
Ooh, favorite board gaming memory.
I think one of mine is Dominion was one of our gateway games, and it was just that moment of like, because we played it together and we got into board games together as well, and so our friends introduced that to us, and like just something about it that afterwards we couldn't stop thinking about it. As I'm sure lots of people have that experience when they play something and they're like, oh, why am I still thinking about what I should have done differently?
Yeah.
And that's like the gateway into the hobby. And then
You're
what's
hooked.
funny is we lost touch with those friends, and they went off, had kids, and we didn't see them for years. And then they found our YouTube channel, and they were like, "You
Oh,
really
brilliant.
took that board game hobby and ran with it."
You went hardcore.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
they
so good.
introduced us, and then we like went extreme.
Yeah, for me it'd be similar. Yeah, because it was the first time also because we were introduced to board games together through those friends.
Yeah.
And so we were both like we were talking to each other, going, I'm still thinking how I could have done that better. I'm like, I want to go back and like play that again, or maybe I'll use this card, that festival card. Like, I need to find something to like counter that, or like similar.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. This is THiNKERTHEMER. Make sure you go check their channel out. They got outstanding content. They cover a ton of great games. They're awesome. So thanks for being here. Now get out there, get gaming, and
Be legendary.
you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.